Get ready for the unpredictable and also unconventional show, Random.
From trending topics to honest conversations and various social media comments, Randoms have it all.
No topic is off limit, no comment is too weird.
Join me, Sharon Ajay, and my co-host,
Macaulay every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m.
Buckle up and enjoy the Randoms Ride.
Divorce is like an amputation. You survive it, but there is less of you. Today, we'll be looking into the life of popular musician Two-Face Idibia and, of course, his wife, Annie Macaulay, and, of course, lots of other trending issues we have for you today on Randoms. I am Sharon Ajay, your host, and I have with me in the studio, Ogochukwu. Should we do a drum roll? I think we should. I just love doing that.
Why not get at the logo dancers?
Ogochukwu, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
I don't know. I just feel so excited. Not excited per se, but I just feel I love that we're about to talk about Two-Face Idibia. You know, I don't know. Of course, his issue doesn't pop up every time, but when it pops up, you know it's a very serious issue. So talking about him today is actually going to be interesting, don't you think?
It's always interesting when you have interesting gist. The gist is not even about the person. But then Two-Face's own is kind of unique because he already had
yes, that's the word,
controversies
unique.
From even before he got married to Annie, having so much baby mamas, and also he has beautiful music. So it's unique. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's dive in. Well, legendary music artist Two-Face Idibia reportedly posted on his Instagram account stating that he has been separated from his wife of 10 years, Annie Macaulay, and that they are currently going through a divorce. Well, while there were still ongoing reactions on social media, another post was made on Two-Face's account stating that the account has been hacked. So initially what was posted was believed that it was posted by the hacker and that they were making all efforts to recover the account. Of course, it doesn't end there. Moving on, while people were still taking in what has been said, that it was the hacker that posted that, Two-Face Idibia came online and made a video stating that his account wasn't hacked and that he said what he said. You see why I said there's a lot of twist in this Two-Face Idibia's issue. A post was made saying that he's getting a divorce with his wife, the wife of 10 years, Annie Macaulay, and then another post was made saying that the account was hacked and that is why that post was made. Then the third one was Two-Face coming live, making a video of himself so that it will not be like, oh, the hacker texted again or, you know, posted something online that wasn't made by Two-Face. He came live to say, he said what he said and that it wasn't the hacker's doing. Well, let's not talk much about this. Let's see the video of Two-Face himself.
Yo, my people, man, nobody have my accounts. Let me talk with you, I want to talk. Understand? I come in peace.
All right, that's the video. But before I give Ogochukwu the grant to, you know, share our input on this, an ongoing report also showed that Annie is currently in a rehab. Not showed, like this, just share the information with the public that Annie is currently in a rehab and is being taken care of by singer Tiwa Savage and actress Toke Makinwa. The more we dive right into this conversation, the more and more things are being revealed. Ogochukwu, please share your thoughts, because I know you are itching to say something.
This whole saga is like, the more you look, the less you see. Because just before I start talking about it, I know someone came up and shared on her Instagram, Remi Njoku, I have to say her name, and she came up and she said, people don't know the backstory. There's a lot of stories to it and blah, blah, blah. So we are all talking about the one we know. We are not family people. It's only family people that would know all of these stories. But then, so far, for what we have been seeing online, you know, when you bring out your story online, you give room for people to actually contribute to it. So far, from what we've been seeing online, we noticed that I think I will really commend Two-Face. For the longest, Two-Face has really been a nice person. We love his song, aside
Of course.
his music.
A nice person in character or just the song?
No,
or you
what
just,
we see, we
okay,
don't. I don't know Two-Face. Like,
of course,
he's not my brother.
Grounds, yeah.
What we see that is posted on the internet, and I also want to commend Annie Macaulay Idibia for her strength. She has shown a lot of strength, because getting married to Two-Face alone, it shows that it's just like Jesus Christ saying, I will die for you.
Ah, yeah.
So because he knows what he's going into, you understand. And he even got to a point and he was even crying. This is Jesus Christ now. He was saying, please, Father, can you take off this cup from me because it's heavy. So I think Annie actually prepared herself, because she knew that Two-Face had multiple baby mamas.
Okay.
That alone is enough for a woman to say, I'm not going into this. But she was prepared. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from and where I'm going to. She was prepared. If you are going to take up, oh, I love this person, even though he has 5, 7, 8 baby mamas, I'm okay with it, and I'm going to stick to him. You even gave birth for this man. You had your 2 babies even before you got married to him, and he had it by your hands, and you guys got married. Everybody was happy.
Let's establish the fact that she had been with him before he had those baby
Before
mamas, and
then.
her children are even the last set of kids that he had.
Okay, before the baby mamas, I'm not really sure that she had been there. Okay, there's a news that said she had been there since she was 15.
Yes.
She has been dating
Two-Face.
Idibia. They've been dating, and then I don't, you really never can say if in between the lines, if they broke up, if there was a separation and they came back again, because we've heard stories like that. They came back again and, they started all again, because I really don't know why I would say why Annie stayed for this long. If there has been issues, because sometimes she comes up like, okay, 2 years ago, there was a story online when she was lamenting that Two-Face doesn't care about her, and Two-Face just watch whenever his siblings insult her.
Exactly.
And he doesn't say anything. And again, Annie's brother came up again to counter what she said. I said, no way, we've watched Two-Face carry you as like an egg, and even treated you as a queen. We've also watched several times that you insulted, you broke things, you insulted him, even made him sometimes even leave shows that he had been paid for, that they paid him for. And, several other instances came up. And even he also said that, Annie, take care of yourself, you are losing it. Take care of yourself. He also made this allegation, this claim that she's been into drugs and all of that, I don't know how true those allegations were, but this was her own brother, not an outsider. This is an inside person talking about this thing. So let's look at it from the point of, we know Two-Face is the ladies' man, and he has really done a lot. But don't you think that there's a possibility that Annie is actually doing something wrong? I've never heard Two-Face in an interview say any talk down on Annie until recently. I have never seen any interview. I have to be sincere with you and with the public. I have never seen. Maybe there is, but I have never seen where he talked down on Annie. He always carry her along. You always see them holding hands. In fact, there was an interview I was opportune to watch, and he could tell everything about Annie. It was like 100%, down to what she likes to wear, her most worn shoes. Like, there's a particular shoe you just like to wear. You might have even dozens of them, but there's a particular one. He named it, the name and everything. Like, that's to show you that he really knows this person very well. I'm sure there was a point where he really, really cared. But men don't get to talk about their own side most times.
Very
but
true.
For Two-Face to come out on this video he made recently and said, "Na me post that thing, no be hacker. Nobody hacked my phone. I did that." That means I think he has gotten to a point whereby he's telling himself anything can happen. Just like Wizkid, we've always known Wizkid for snubbing people, even his fans. He doesn't even answer or repost anything. Until recently, which was last year, Wizkid was all over the place. And to a point, everybody was thinking, who hacked Wizkid's account? Because he's everywhere on Twitter.
He was literally
he was everywhere insulting and bashing people, unlike
people.
Wizkid. So I think in life you get to a point whereby you are pushed to the wall and you don't have any choice but to turn back and face the crowd.
So what you're trying to say is,
so I think there's something on that, just like Remy and other persons, Toke Makinwa, Remy and some other persons have been stating on their Instagram posts. I think there is really something on that we are not seeing yet, and we are yet to see.
Very true.
But for Two-Face to come out, there's something. But then, Annie, I feel like you shouldn't be, I think she's a bit obsessed. I'm not saying do not love your husband, but I think she was a bit obsessed with the whole Two-Face thing and marriage thing, because several times you see people saying, we saw Annie and she was looking tattered, she was looking haggard, even her hair unkempt and everything. You understand? So if you are having issues in marriage, come out some more, give yourself breathing space. You're also a human being. You can go down anytime. Who knows, maybe it's the issue in her marriage, or she has her own problem, because you cannot just be 100% Two-Face. I think the only reason why people online right now should be bashing Two-Face and even the whole insult is because he came up at this time where she needed him most to say something that was doing right. Like, we are done with this marriage, it has to be divorce, I'll be separation.
You know, just like we read, they said she's allegedly in rehab. So right definitely she's indisposed right now, and you are coming out to talk about your separation. She's not there to reply you. She's not there to say her own side of the story. So is that not Carlos' attitude? Very wrong of him. At this time, this is the time where she needed him the most. But again, you don't tell people how to feel after you've hurt them. Okay. Could you be the one that you
when you flog a child, don't tell the child don't cry. The child will definitely cry. So only God knows why it is happening now, but it's very wrong for him to have stated it now, because she needs all the help she can get, all the love she can get right now. Exactly.
Ogochukwu, you've said a reasonable amount of words right now.
All we need is one love.
And I wish Annie was watching, because you gave an advice towards the end as a wife. If you feel you are burdened too much in the marriage, step aside, breathe fresh hair.
I don't support divorce, please. Of course I do not support divorce. I love marriage. I love that union. It's a beautiful one. I love love. So I'm not supporting divorce, but sometimes just leave that environment, leave that home. Maybe go to your mother's place or your friends. Just take your time off and meet people. That's the reason why we have relationship therapists or marriage therapists. We also have religious leaders that are good with marriage counseling. There are some religious leaders that are more of marriage counselors, you know, not the ones that just come to preach and so you need to get someone that you can talk to, someone that can advise you, someone that can talk to you, or even call your spouse in, and sometimes take yourself out. Go on vacation, stay and rest. You have the money. Don't be all about marriage. If it's not Two-Face, it's not nobody else, please.
Advice taken, and you should also take that advice. Okay, we'll be going on a short break now, and when we return, we have other trending issues to discuss with you, so do stay with us. Welcome back. This is Randoms. If you are just tuning in, well, we just finished discussing about Two-Face and his wife saga, of course. We are hoping and believing that this is just part of their life. We are hoping that when they fully come out to, you know, just give us the gist, would get to know that they are not really going to divorce, and they most likely would have sorted out their issues. Hopefully, we are being hopeful. Fingers crossed. Well, let's go to Benin Kingdom. Whenever we get Benin, the grand shakes. In a recent trending video, the Oba of Benin summoned every priest and priestess across every corner of the kingdom to place curses on those using the Ada and Eben symbols. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And also those women making Okuku hairstyle during marriage or any event when they are not related to the palace. This is a very sensitive conversation. It is a very sensitive conversation. And funny enough, none of us are from Edo. We are not from Benin Kingdom or whatever. But
so maybe we should have invited one person.
Maybe. But unfortunately, we might just do that when we some other time. Ogochukwu, what's your input in this? Because right now, it gets some things where person not supposed they talk. But please, what's your input?
According to the Oba of Benin, he actually stated the reason why he doesn't want anyone to use the Okuko or Eben for any ceremony. And his reasons were, these things are meant for people from the royal home. From royal, if you are royalty, you can use it.
I'm sorry, you know what I just thought now? I said, oh my God, I was like, I'm Christ's child, so I'm royalty. That was
You
just
do that in
my head.
heaven. But here, you cannot do that in the other kingdom.
Oh my
Of course,
God.
everyone is royalty, but then there are kingdoms. So for the Oba of Benin, he doesn't. This is for royalty. So if you are using it, if mere people are using it, it's like you are bringing down the prestigious Benin royalty kind of whatever it is. So he just said, stop using it for ceremonies. If you are going to use it, that means you're royalty. But if you are not royalty, then please use something else. And I think it should be protected, because sometimes we overdo. Is it overdo? Or we insult these privileges. This whole thing, before you see the eben, before you see people holding that eben, it is just people in the palace. You see those chiefs wearing white and white, like skirts and their royalty kind of attire.
Beads and all of that.
That thing is a symbol, is a very strong one. And you just see people making it and selling it and renting it as though it is something that you just pick. It's not hand fan, no. If only you know what is installed there, and if only you know the people they give it to. So he feels like, okay, people are bringing down that culture. The Benin Empire is known for a very rich culture. So if you should see, it's more like okay, you are from your mom is from Ilorin, Ekiti. Okay, Ekiti, not
Yes,
Ilorin. Okay,
Ekiti.
she's from Ekiti. I presume that there is a particular attire that you only see on royal blood that you can't see anywhere. So you can imagine everyone buying that attire. That attire is being made cheap on the streets, and everyone is wearing it.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't give respect to the throne. It doesn't give respect to the kingdom. So I think that's the reason why he said, okay, I am banning anyone using this thing. So if you are going to use it, that means you are from the royal blood. But if you are not from the royal blood, please look for other alternatives and make your ceremony beautiful.
I like what the Oba of Benin is doing, because if he did not say if he did not lay curses, I'm not saying she's going to lay curses, but if the Oba did not go that length, people are not they are not ready to listen. They are not ready to, just like you said, I really do not know much about people from Ekiti, but I want to believe that, just like you said, their attires are meant to be worn by royalties. But you get to see it on brides. You get to see it on just normal commoner. And just like you said, it's kind of an insult to our culture, but do we really have culture anymore?
We do.
Oh, we do?
We do. Okay, modernization, we do have culture. It's just that modernization has really pushed culture, like, let's say, to the bush, like pushed it away somehow. But it's not supposed to be so. I think it is time we start embracing those cultures again. We understand that the whites came in and they tried to modernize everything, but we have a rich culture and it's really, really beautiful. We have to bring it back. If we don't have culture, then why wear the event and we want to wear the okuku? You know that thing that is so heavy. You want to wear all your kora bead and look beautiful. Why wear it? Why don't you just go with your white gown and that's the end? So we do have culture, but so many persons have forgotten about this culture, and we need to bring it back, because our children, we are raising children.
How possible
the new generation.
can that be? You know, before you even stated it, there are lots of persons that have said, oh, we need to bring back our culture. The Igbos tried their best to do that. Wherever they give their birth to their children, no matter the country, they will give you an Igbo name. Of course. Just to let you remember where you are from, your heritage and all of that. So they've been doing amazingly well in that aspect. But this bringing back of culture and all of that, how possible can it be? Because like you said, we are getting advanced every time. Every single time we are getting advanced. Modernization has literally taken over the world. And there's just little to no culture left. When we are advancing, step by step, a time will come where culture will be suppressed. Except, of course, when people stand up just like the way the Oba of Benin did and just, forcefully and, do things that, go into the, how would I put it, be angry and decree and declare and throw curses and all of that. Something that will make people to, be scared and all of that. If actions like that are not taken, I don't think culture can stand.
That's the thing. I think we need to create more awareness. We need to, the traditional leaders, the Oba of Benin has taken this great step. I think other traditional leaders should also adopt this step and other steps too that is needed. There's something, I don't know if you know about New Yam Festival.
I've heard of it. Okay,
so the New Yam Festival is one big festival that is being celebrated. I do not know about any other place, but I know in the Igbo land, You know, the New Yam Festival is a huge one where you go and thank your land for yielding big harvest and all of that. And according to the Igbo land, you bring your harvest down. You take your harvest straight to the king's palace.
Okay.
You tell the king's palace, see what our land has done for us and all of that. You give the king his own. The king give you the right to go sell your harvest and also eat with your family. You know, you do this. You roast, you pound, you do different things with your yam, and you share with your community. You guys, you all eat together.
Oh, that's
now
nice.
a very beautiful one, because during the New Yam Festival, it's almost like a stretch of 1 week. Like so many
really?
beautiful things are happening. You are seeing masquerades of different types and all of that. Another thing that actually brought down all of this traditional rule is religion. So most times we are like, oh, we are Christians, we are Muslims. In our Bible, we are not supposed to go for New Yam Festival because if you eat the yam, you can die because it's a witch that has harvested it. There's a lot of controversies in that. But then you forgot that you were this before this. Yeah. Our ancestors were traditionalists before this. So if it comes to, okay, oh, you have to kill, you have to cut the head of a chicken and spill the blood, you know you can't do that. But there are some things that we can actually do. You cannot take it out from you. You cannot take it out from yourself. There are some things in your tradition that it is a must. Like in the Igbo land, you want to get married, you cannot get married anyway. You have to bring your wife, or your wife will take you down to her village, do the whole traditional rites and go back, or else no one certify your marriage as marriage. You understand? So there are some traditions. So I think awareness will have to start from the palace, just like the Oba has
Traditional
done.
heads.
Cause anyone that refuse, yes, I support.
You know, the
cause
Oba of
them.
Benin even said, see, oh, if you like, go and put it on. When you put it on, you finish, when you're done with your celebration, you will have headache, and that headache will kill you the next day.
I mean, how do they say it in Yoruba? Your head has scattered. Like you have headache.
My
Please,
sister,
just wrap your head with a coral bead. They will still know that you are from
You're Edo, tie the wrapper.
Tie the wrapper.
Don't go and put yourself inside trouble, because you know some ladies might, oh Lord Jesus.
It's not just ladies. Like some people will just say, I beg, you know,
Now
they work
forget
hard.
that, you know, especially those that are
We have
not culturally
God.
inclined. We have all those that grew up abroad and all of that. They might see this and be like, what the hell is this one saying? The fuck that shit, you know? And you go and do it, you will die. Oh, be careful, Nigerians. We are culturally inclined people. Please,
let's be careful.
All right, moving on. Still on another husband and wife saga. A certain woman who was battered by an alleged husband for putting on a singlet to pick up her child from school has posted a video appealing to Nigerians to please stop saying hurtful things against her husband. All right, so let's take a look at that video.
Has deflected drastically for less than what you saw in the initial video. And finally, I thank everyone who actually showed concern and interest and well-being of women, and for me also. I actually thank everyone for what you did and your comment and everything. I must testify that I have not regretted marrying my husband, Mr. Levinus. And he has not, he never wanted to harm me. And I also don't want any side as deflected.
All right, that's the video. It's really sad looking at that woman's face. It's really sad. And to think about the fact that she's actually reading from a book while you know, talking to the camera, and there's someone at her back, you know, whispering to her and correcting her on some of her tenses. See, you know what, we're going to go on a short break. When we come back, because we have a lot of comments to talk about this, when we come back, we'll definitely dive right into this conversation. So stay with us.
Hello and welcome back from that short break. We're talking about a lady who, I don't want to say this, was she beaten by her husband? Yes, because she wore singlets to drop off her baby, her child in school. I really wanted to say something, but let me just leave it to our family on X for their comment. So let's dive right into that comment. So the first comment is coming from Shoregate Reality. Shoregate Reality says, may you be alive to tell the story next time he hits you. This is clearly scripted. It's sad that you are even bearing my name. I hope you heard about the woman that her husband set ablaze.
A word is a word. Enough for the wise.
It is. The next comment is coming from Olasumbo Rees. Olasumbo says, in fact, this is a confirmation that you are going through a serious abuse. It is a known fact that an abused person will always defend their abuser. In most cases, this will happen when you solely depend on your abuser for survival. It's sad, but honestly, the husband is not the only abuser here. The family and her community are also abusing her. This is the point where we say, Madam, if you have been abused, blink twice.
Blink twice.
Who don't know.
Or raise handkerchief up and shake it like
or just
this.
like this. Like, there's a sign. Just give us that sign and we'll send, rescue. The next comment is coming from Chichi Bulueme. Chichi Bulueme says, which eye is she using to read that? I know it's an insensitive question, but my tired is actually tired with how people in an abusive relationship / marriage tends to go back to their abusers. The fourth comment is coming from the Queen's Tales, and the Queen's Tales says, this woman needs help. I bet she's reading the script under duress.
Exactly.
The last comment is coming from our popular Laura Ikeji. Laura Ikeji says, it's not in your hands anymore, huh? The moment it came on social media, you made it our business. No woman deserves this. I was about to say this thing Laura said. Immediately you say, I am posting something on social media. You are giving way to people to drop their comments.
Exactly.
And even if you even block comments, there's a situation whereby you block comments and you don't want people to, comment on it. People now repost that video and you get comments from another blog. You understand? So immediately you put it up on social media. That means you really needed help. That's beating.
To think of the fact that the eye is not even healed yet.
That's why someone say, how are you,
and you are
using
coming
that eye
to still tell the world, my husband, I love him so. Like, what the hell? Hey.
God, I bet no bad me.
You have not even recovered fully.
I don't like that hairstyle.
If you are the abuser and they can take advantage of you, we are in the comment section. They can't take advantage of us. We are seeing what is going on. She was even reading from a book and someone was correcting her at the back. I want to believe that is the husbandman. Because why would she come out again to say my husband is the love of...
I'm sure he actually wrote that script for her to read out to the public. It's really disheartening.
It's really
to see women going through things like this in this 21st century. After beating you, you still profess love to this man. Well, what can we say? It's your marriage, it's love. I understand what love can do. For God so loved the world, he even died. But sure, you are not God. So please blink twice when you need help and we'll send you the necessary help. Well, this is where we draw the curtain today for Randoms. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful episode. And if you just joined, if you just tuned in, do not worry. You can actually run up to YouTube and watch this episode and other episodes of Randoms on Global TV NG, and also watch up-to-date news on this site. Please do well to subscribe and turn on your post notifications to always get new episodes of this program, Randoms. So from Sharon and I, we are saying bye.